It's now quite late. It's 11:41. It's been a long day. I've traveled a fair distance, about 28 kilometers, on my little feet. I have eaten and I am still functioning. I was just checking that I'm recording the audio. I appear to be recording the audio. Okay, I'll just show you a bit of what I did today. Um, it's day 22 and I'm just getting ready to go out for a run. It's 10:26 in the morning. I've finished my first class of the day at 10 o'clock and I was hoping to go out immediately, and it feels like I'm going out immediately, but it's half an hour later, almost half an hour later. Um, I don't know how far I'm going to run. I haven't decided yet. My weight is now 72.5 kilos, I think. 72.5 sounds about right. Um, but I'm not sure, not 100%. I have eaten a banana. I have drunk 2 coffees. Um, I think I drank too much coffee. I probably have 3 mugs of coffee a day, so it's about 750 milliliters, 3/4 of a liter, and it's of not filter coffee, or ground coffee made on one of those Italian pots that you put on the stove. Mocha? No, not mocha. Maybe a mocha pot. Can't remember what it's called. Can never remember what it's called. Developed in Italy, with the development of the aluminium industry, a direct result of the electrical process of extracting aluminium from bauxite. Is it bauxite? I think it is. Anyway, going to go for a run. I'm happy with my weight loss at the moment, and I'll update you when I'm in the park. Um, okay, I have a spot on my nose, and it's irritating me. I doubt it's to do with diet, but it could be. It's possible, isn't it? I doubt it's to do with diet because I well, it could be. It could be. But I think also it could well be the mask. Wearing the mask because that's where it goes. So much of the time. Anyway, I can live with it. I'm at 0 on the track, or just approaching 0. I think I've got enough time today, so I think I'm going to run 10 kilometers, or exactly the same as yesterday. But I'm going to take it easy because I don't need to push myself. I'm not building for speed at the moment. I'm trying to cut fat, and I have and to that end, what am I saying? And I'm walking 2 dogs later on, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8 kilometers with the first one, and a similar with the next one. So that'll be another 16 kilometers, which takes up to 26 kilometers for the day. But as I say, it's not a busy day, which is good, and feeling a lot more energetic. I think that's because of the diet. A lot more optimistic. My mood has improved, definitely, and I don't think it's just because of self-esteem due to weight loss and being even more attractive. But I think it's I think I was making myself ill with what I was eating and what I was doing. A lot more alert, but I find it difficult to sleep. I don't think that's because I'm hungry, because I don't feel the urge to eat. But it's obviously got something to do with my diet. Okay, I'm going to start. But here, I'll just show you this. We have Cooper's test, which I'm not going to do yet because it's how far you can run in 20 minutes, basically. I'm not going to do it now because I was in the excellent range. I'm getting the excellent probably in the good range. I'm surrounded by shrubs. Okay, over and out for now. we're now at kilometre 4. It's a good place to stop because there's my second favourite water fountain, because it's got a lever you can press rather than a button. There are a couple of those, but one of them is, oh no, this one is difficult to press. That's not very interesting, is it? I'm not expecting anyone to watch this, by the way, these videos, but it's just a record of my weight loss journey. This is the Estadi del Turia, and it's a running track, as you can see. People are running. The world record, oh god, female 5k and male 10k, all the other way around. That's terrible. Joshua thingy. Did this just towards the end of the confinement with the pandemic, but it wasn't a race. It was, they had, I can't remember what it's called, but the light, the light moves around at the right pace and you just follow the light, which is a good idea really, but obviously it's not race conditions. But that's not what I was saying. What was I going to say? Yeah, why be healthier? Why lose weight? Why have a good diet? This isn't addressed enough, because people, I think that the motivation and the reasons for pursuing good health are obvious, but we take it for granted that it's good to have good health. It's good to live longer, and it's good to live that life in a healthier way. We take it for granted, but it's never really addressed why that's a good thing, because people think it should be obvious, and it is obvious. But exercise, weight loss, and good health, the weight loss, if you are indeed overweight, or being at a healthy weight, shall we say, and good health, good diet, is important, not because, in my opinion, not because God granted us a body and we have a duty to protect it from harm.
Because it warmed the flat in.
Any religious reason like that, not any moral reason that we shouldn't let things deteriorate, though there is, I wouldn't say not any, there is some of that. We should make the best of what we've got, in this and all other things, but that life is actually more enjoyable, and it's not an end in itself to be fit and healthy, I don't think, or largely. It's not a very large end in itself. You can do more things, you can fit more in if you're fit and healthy. And that's my lecture for today. I'm going to carry on now. Okay, I'm just over 2 kilometers in at Torres de Serrano, built in the, well, actually no, I don't know when they were built, but they were significant in 1492, I think it is, 1494, 1497, I can't quite remember, when James I came into Valencia, and I think that unified the crowns of Aragon. I can't remember. Anyway, 3 Georgians and 1 Dutch were here. Death to the patriarchy. Without debate, there's no science, or it's possibly a bit anti-vaccine. A bit vague. And what else do we have? I'll read that. Via? Oh, no, I can't read it. I don't know if you can. There you go. Yeah, I'm feeling slow today, which is okay, but I could probably have been overdoing it a little bit, or underdoing the eating, maybe. Might be. I'm just feeling a bit slow. That's all. And I'm not beating myself up about it. I usually speed up. I think maybe because I mean, it may also be slow because there's no sense of urgency whatsoever, because I've got ages today, hours to run if I want to. I'll find someone to chase, I think, and then chase them. Okay, bye for now. We're now at the turnaround point again, same as yesterday. And it's a bit late, well, quite a bit later. Today, an hour or hour and a half later. And I feel fine. I've been listening to a podcast by some Barcelona people, radio station, I can't remember the name. They've been talking about Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie and Emma Thompson, Peter's friends, and Boris Johnson, and it reminded me of a friend I had at university called Hannah, and she was totally obsessed with Stephen Fry and gushed about him the whole time. He's it just seemed a bit strange. Just to be taken back to what happened when I was at university, and also sort of talking about the class, as much as I understand it, because my Spanish is terrible. They were talking about the life of privilege and the kind of people, well, kind of person maybe that Boris Johnson was. Also, although my Spanish is bad, I also wasn't listening very much because I was running. I've run slowly today because I've got a lot of walking to do later, and it's important not to injure yourself. Will I run tomorrow? I don't know. If I don't run, I don't eat. I do eat, but if I don't run, then I've got a lot more. I don't burn enough calories to eat and be comfortable with what I eat. Okay, that is all. Unsurprisingly, the hill at the end of the, not the end, but the end of the track. I'm running now, as you can tell. I'm definitely going to take it very easy running back. Just the question of getting the kilometres in. What was I saying? I'm sure it was very interesting. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. 2021, the previous year, is now February the 2nd. 2021, for me, really was the year of the dog. First, we've been looking after dogs. Agnieszka, my partner in particular, has been looking after dogs. Got to swap hands. And walking dogs, dog sitting in general, lots of different dogs. I'd say about 30 different dogs, and one of them, and I've not really been involved, I've not been friendly with many dogs in my life. I've always been more of a cat person, and this year was definitely a dog year, and I really developed, I think, very good relationships with dogs, lots of different dogs, and it seemed very easy to form a relationship with a dog, a lot easier than I imagined. I always thought of them as quite scary beasts, or that they were very loyal and you had to spend a lot of time forming a good relationship with the dog. But it turns out that actually they're not that loyal, and they like playing and they like food, kind of like me really. So and also you don't even need to speak Spanish or Polish or Serbian or American. So 2021 was, for me, the year of the dog, and particularly the last 3 or 4 weeks. Just gonna pause. particularly the last 3 or 4 weeks, because um, we looked after these two dogs, one called Olivia and one called Echo. Now, Olivia was fine, and I'm told she was a Cairn Terrier, and Echo was also fine. Let that be said, Echo was also fine. Echo was, however, a husky, and huskies, or at least this husky, did behave differently. We were playing on the second day. They were staying with us for about 3 weeks. The second day, I was playing with him, and well, I thought I was playing, and he didn't think I was playing, and he bit me hard. And I got my left hand was injured and bleeding, and there's some kind of ligament or bone damage there, because it still hurts. Still can't bend my finger, and it's now about 6 weeks later. 6 weeks later? No. Yeah, 6 weeks later. So it was quite a serious bite. 18 different puncture marks on my hand. Anyway, it was fine. I repaired the relationship. But the pain of the bite and how long the injury lasted made me think and ask myself, am I as healthy as I imagine myself to be? Are my bones as strong as they should be? Do I have the minerals I need? Do I have the vitamins I need? Do I have the sustenance I need to both resist injury and heal injury? And so I suppose the long and the short of it is that I concluded that I didn't have those things, and I needed, at the age of 48, to really look at my health and look at my diet and make a few changes, because from here on in fact from about the age of 18 to 25 on in, it's downhill. And I've done pretty well so far, never having to go to hospital as an adult, never having really injured myself at all seriously. I've done quite well, and maybe I'm living on borrowed time. Also, that is all. Thing is, she wants to hide it in the undergrowth. And there you have it. That was my day. By the time while you've been watching that, I've got ready for bed. Night night.